Happy greetings, everyone. If y'all can see and hear me okay. For some reason, the system is only letting me stream this way, so I think you can see everything. But yes, let's get started. Today we are making roasted Jerusalem artichokes, also known as sunchoke. And we have our Jerusalem artichoke here. It sometimes looks a lot like ginger. So some people might pick this up thinking it's ginger, but it's actually the rhizome of a sunchoke plant, also known as Jerusalem artichoke. So it's very easy to work with. I know it can look kind of like scary, but it's really easy to work with, and you don't have to peel the skin, which makes it one of the great things about it. I'm going to be checking a couple of things to see comments coming in. We are broadcasting on several different channels right now, so definitely say hi. Let me know that you are there. The next I'm gonna do a quicker, just close up of this for you, and I need to change something on the camera settings. So hopefully, I can look first, see this well, and let me close that. Bring up the chat comments. All right. So I think I can see everybody now. Okay. So thanks for hanging out with me on this beautiful day. We have our sunchokes, like I was saying. This is actually, you'll see this plant growing all over the place. It's actually native to the Americas. So this is a native plant. It's a great plant to grow. If you grow this in your yard, you need to make sure that you have an area where you don't mind it taking over because it does spread pretty quickly. So if you put one of these in your yard, you will have many plants over the years, and it doesn't take long for it to spread. This plant has a low glycemic index. It's actually very high in inulin, which is fiber, but our body doesn't digest it. So that's a good thing for some folks, but one of the bad things is that some people have a hard time digesting it. So if you have a sensitive gut biome, you might want to just start with a little bit. This is a prebiotic, which helps the good bacteria in your gut. So this is a great crop to eat. And if you are having digestive issues, you might actually want to eat this. You just want to ease it in if you're a little sensitive to it to begin with. The sunchoke looks a lot like sunflowers. You'll find it growing alongside the road. You'll see beautiful, tall, yellow flowers all over the place. The flower itself, the flower head, does not get as big as a sunflower, but it's actually in the exact same genus as the sunflower. So it is a similar plant. Cutting off the ends. I'm cutting off the eyes for some of it, but I'm really just I washed it really well to get the soil off, and I'm just cutting it. I know this is locally organically grown, so I don't want to remove the skin. And really, if you're doing Jerusalem artichokes, you should only get it from sources where you know it's okay. There are a lot of parks in Baltimore that grow this, so you'll see it growing along parks, along highways. Do not get the ones along the highways. But yeah, you'll see it everywhere. Does anyone have any questions? So this is one of the types of things I like to forage for. You can actually find this pretty readily. So let's see. Hi, David. Hi, Kalila. Hi, Jerry. Good to see you all. And I know that you actually all of y'all, I believe, are foragers. Definitely in the permaculture and plant world. So that's cool that all of you all are here. Maybe the title enticed you all. So since y'all are here, can you all let me know what you all do if you forage or plant the Jerusalem artichoke? What do you do with it? So my partner, David, actually wants us to grow this. I'm a little hesitant to put this in our soil because it really will take over. So the cool thing is that it will spread. So if you have really compacted soil and you need to let some air get in there, this is really good to grow for those purposes. I want to grow a lot of different things, and we have a very small yard. So I don't really want this to take over completely. So something to think about depending on what type of space you have. I know a lot of farms grow this, help with the soil. just to get things started. But even they get a little overwhelmed with it sometimes, especially the smaller farms. So that's why you see, like they love digging it up in the fall and just like, and it stores well. You can harvest this in usually it's like October, November, when the flowers start dying back. That's when all the starches start to go to this. That's when you really want to get it. But you can really dig it up all year long. But fall is when you want to get this. This will store until like February, March, even April if you store it well. So it's a great storage crop for sure. So let me get all of these in our bowl and show you all. And then I'm going to show you all the product. Which probably was hearing the oven going. So we're going to put our Jerusalem artichokes. I sliced them into about a 1/2 inch thickness just because I don't want them to take too long to cook. I actually have several recipes for you all for Jerusalem artichokes that I plan to do over the next couple of months. But this is a great roasted recipe that's super easy to do. And this is a great substitute for potatoes. So when you eat this, for people who have not had Jerusalem artichokes, it tastes, when you first bite into it, reminds you of potatoes, but it really does have its own flavor. It has like a nutty kind of component to it. And it's, people who have had it generally love it. If you like potatoes, then you most likely go like this as well. But like I said, it has a lower glycemic index, so it's a great substitute for potatoes. So we're going to add, and then we have it all sliced in our bowl. It's been cleaned first. We're going to put just a little bit of grapeseed oil. And I've sliced up, of course, we diced up some fresh garlic here. We're just going to get that in our bowl. And then here we have some salt, pink Himalayan salt, thyme, and black pepper. Ratio doesn't really matter too much, but I put in about 1/2 teaspoon of each. Put that all in. You can use your hands or a spoon to mix it all up. And then we're going to put it on our baking tray. So let me get out what we already have done here. So it's nice, it smells awesome because of their thyme. So there's our finished golden roasted Jerusalem artichokes. Super easy to do. About 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. But this is one of those ovens that like convection ovens. So if you have a regular oven, you can put it in the oven at about 450 degrees for about 30 minutes. If you like don't want to, like you have a bunch of Jerusalem artichokes that's about this size, you just wash it and spice it up and just toss all together and put it in. So it's about a little over an inch. It's gonna take about 40 minutes to cook, but it's totally up to you the size that you want. But let's see, we have our comments here. So Jerry hasn't harvested it yet. Kalila says, can you grow it in a big pot? Yes, you can grow it in a big pot. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Instead of putting it right in the soil, which would benefit the soil. It would actually be really good for it. But I just don't want to take over and have to dig for, some people dig for years. One farmer I know, they've been digging for years trying to get rid of all of the artichokes that another farmer had planted many years ago. So pot, a container, just like mint. I think that's a good way to go. Let's see. It has a beautiful flower. Yes. Oh, yes. David already answered the question. Awesome. And, oh, cool. Y'all said hi to each other. Yay. Y'all are watching from YouTube. It would be cool to try it mashed, like mashed potatoes. I agree. And that's probably something I'll try. I'm thinking about like a root mash. So I will be playing in the test kitchen, which is a different kitchen. You all will be seeing me in another kitchen soon. So I'll still be here, family kitchen, but I'll also be doing some things in a different kitchen, the test kitchen. And I will be testing some other recipes as well, including the mashed version of our Jerusalem artichokes. So y'all can got it nice and golden because I had this flat down. You all can see that. I will try to figure out this camera angle. I'm actually using a different phone. I like to film from a phone a lot, and this one is still doing the same thing. So hopefully you all were able to at least see and get the gist of everything I'm doing here, and we'll see what happens next week or next time. Yeah. So let's see if we have any more. Nope, I think that is it. So yeah, oh, let's see. Okay, so if you do have it growing and you haven't harvested it, it will continue to spread. And so like in the spring, summer, you'll see when it starts to come up, you'll actually see it like different areas from where you planted it. And it really is a beautiful plant. So I'm really thinking about like bordering our yard within containers with it, and it also provides some privacy as well. So yeah, and you can use the leaves as well. I didn't bring up the leaves, but you can make tea out of the leaves and out of the flower petals. If you do any of that, and if you use your Jerusalem artichoke, like I said earlier, you just want to make sure you know the soil and it's not in a contaminant area. You're not harvesting from the side of the highway, which I see it there a lot too. But like usually it's on a border. So if you're like at a park, you'll see it growing along. Yes, I don't think we have any other questions. Oh, let's see. Happy Friday. Thanks. It smells good too. So my parents actually love this dish. I did another version on YouTube of Jerusalem artichokes, and it was pan fried, and takes about it took about 7-8 minutes to cook it that way. So it's a faster way to cook it. I don't mind turning the oven on this time of year. Um, Even though I use a smaller oven, I actually still heat it up pretty warm in here, which is good. Yeah. So I think that is it. I'm going to say so long for now. Happy greetings once again to those that just joined. You can definitely watch the replay. And if you are watching the replay, say hi to me as well there and let me know if you've ever had Jerusalem artichokes, if you've cooked it, or if you're growing it. Yeah, all of those things. Thanks again, and I will see y'all next time. Peace, love, and blessings, everyone.